Just to kind of review, shapes have weight. How can you change the weight of a shape? What does the weight of a shape depend upon? I'm going to do something I shouldn't do this. It's too much of a hint, I think. Anyway. There's two different ways here that the weight of shape is represented. Okay, I'm making it way too easy.
Color.
Watch this. Color is one.
Shape. Size.
Shape and size, yeah. In terms of when we start to talk about like size, and that's really important, and something that we didn't mention before. And where's that little glass frog, hon? Did I move it? It's something I should have mentioned, is that an arrangement not only has to have, it has weight visually, but it also has weight physically. And having a flower like that feels good generally, because the weight's straight down. So it's grounded, and usually if you have a bigger weight, you put it down in the arrangement. And again, when it goes out to the side, sometimes you have problems. You put a lot of weight out on one side and it tends to fall over. However, isn't this neat? If I put that there and that there, all of a sudden it has balance. Kind of strange, and so very often, Marilyn, I hope that people are looking at the arrangements. I'm going to have Evangeline turn hers around. And what is really neat.
It's a L shape. So I have this line here going down. Put your eye towards around here. This is my focal point in here. And the back is covered. You cannot see the foam.
And
the color, I think I have balanced color.
Yeah, balanced cover. And I'm not a designer as such. You may have suspected that. I'm a teacher. So although I know the principles of design, I am not Evangeline. We don't look the same. In fact, who do I look like? I've been told this over Dr. Suzuki, and I couldn't be prouder of looking like somebody than Dr. Suzuki. What a wonderful thing. But Evangeline, I would, like at the back, I would not have been so fussy about finishing it. And that's one of the things we're going to talk about later, is finishing it. If you notice, she just didn't do it flat. It actually spirals up the back. Turn it around again. Like what an amazing arrangement.
So this arrangement is a front side. It has to, you can put it against the wall, because there it's empty at the back. So it's one-sided arrangement.
And now, is Marilyn's finished?
Mine's done if you want to do mine.
Okay, let's do Aileen's.
Okay. Mine's a vertical. I guess called old-fashioned Victorian style. So it's to look as if you'd gathered flowers from your garden and just put them in your vase. And used mainly glads who tried to coordinate the colors a bit. And I used some salvia here, and this feathery stuff is tarragon, and then the big leaves are from Bergenia.
And looking at the arrangement, do you notice anything about the distribution of weight? And I want you to look in particular at the filler. Does everybody know what the filler is? It's a green material that's between the flowers, that is separate from the flowers themselves. And it's used to help to create space in an arrangement, and as well as balance. So Aileen has the bigger leaves at the bottom and the fine foliage at the top. Now, it's really surprising. If she put that over on one side, she could actually have the foliage, this fine foliage, spill out on the other side, so that it would look like this. But the fine foliage would help balance the others. Like right now, it's up and it looks really good. But if she wanted to do something a little different, she could move the color to the, what would that be for me? I'm left-handed. I sometimes get things reversed.
To the handle of the picture, or the other side?
Yeah. That's actually the flowers themselves, and then have more cascading foliage off the side. Okay, now another test. Okay, I'm going to put these three things in here. Which one should go lowest?
Got a big space in it.
Which one should go lowest? Middle? Oh, I got this right this time. Right or left?
Middle.
Yeah, the middle should be lowest because it's a heavier element. And very often in arrangement, you'll do an arrangement like Marilyn is doing, and you'll have another come up through it, and because you've repeated that element, it helps tie it together, it gives the arrangement unity. And so if I was going to do that, though, I probably would want to do what if I was going to actually kind of set it up so it was somewhat balanced, like to this one. Because if I do it now, what happens? They're all the same height, and even although I could put this one out like this, but then it's really that's got too much weight that way. So I want the weight towards the center. So what would I do? Okay, you cannot have these. These are forged iron. They never get dull. Marlene took Japanese flower arranging, and we had a friend die. And what Marlene got were these. These are unbelievable. They do not dull. And so I'm going to take these fine tools. And again, this element would be better down. And of these two, which would be next? Which is okay. I have to check again. Right or left?
Your right hand.
Right hand? Yeah, it's got more, and even the color. If you notice this is it's got more color there, and so again, cut that one, maybe like that. I don't know. No, don't like that. Not sure about that. Don't like that either. But anyway, the idea is that we want to balance weights in the design. If you ever see these glass frogs, if you even have them in your living room, they're a wonderful thing. They catch light, and you get all rainbows in all those little holes. A wonderful thing. Okay. Now we're going to talk about why gladiolus in design. And I can put them back in the pail. Whoops. On the 15th, I know some people are coming down to High River, and they'll see my glads. And if there, I hope there's lots blooming. We cross the glads, and so very often you'll see colors that you won't see anywhere else. And one of the things about glads, and when you're designing, like some people get really uptight about the color wheel. But if you're building a design, if you're an artist and you're painting a scene, and let's say it's an autumn scene, you're not going to say that, well, the color wheel, I'm going to the color wheel. What you're going to do is use a particular palette. And the color wheel is a great thing because it does allow you to match up colors and you get harmony or contrast. But what a designer probably starts with, okay, I've got a gender reveal party. What colors?
Blue and pink.
Yeah, blue and pink. When Marlene says, unless you're not going to reveal it right away, you could have blue and pink together, that would work, or the other thing, use lavender. And so people won't, they say, oh, I see a lot of pink there. Yeah, it's a boy. No, that's wrong. No, it's a girl. But with glads, what it does to the designer, there is no flower, or there might be. Orchids actually come, you probably haven't seen them, but orchids come in almost every color. Almost every color. But glads do too. So there's browns. I have one at home. I don't think it'll be blooming when you're there, but it's yellow and it's got a dark green edge. And so there's browns and greens. And so the palette is a really important thing. And in terms of glads, I think glads have as extensive a palette as any flower that exists. And the other thing, what were we talking about before? What does this guy have? Cheryl or Margaret? If I put this in an arrangement, I'm actually Cheryl or Margaret because I'm putting them on the stand, kind of, not stand, what is it? Putting them on.
Oasis?
No, Margaret and Cheryl. I'm putting them on something. I'm giving them stress. Okay, if I go like this, what is that?
Diagonal.
It's a diagonal. So again, and you put that, and look how much room it covers. A glad is a linear flower. It's a linear flower. And the other thing, it's got a natural distribution of weight. You've got less color at the top, more color at the bottom. It's ideal for arranging. Look, I can just cross these guys, and with L arrangement. Then I can fill in between. The idea is that glads provide line in an arrangement. Look at Marilyn's arrangement again. Unbelievable in terms of line. So palettes important. A wedding. What palette would you think of in a wedding?
Pastel.
It depends upon the bride. A real popular color now is green. Green. And there are a lot of green glads. The only thing, you don't see them a lot because almost always, if you order glads in the store, a lot of them come from Holland and they're good glads and they're time tested. But they don't have the variety that a grower would have in terms of glads. Okay, Italian wedding. Marlene and I were at the Botanical Gardens in Montreal, and that day there were 3 Italian weddings. How many brides were wearing white? Shirley, you're back in my favor. I sort of was counting you just back, not out, just back a bit. But yeah, and Marlene and I, it was absolutely amazing. The brides were wearing bright blue, bright red, and of course everything else, accessories in the weddings, are the same. Okay. Now, I'm going to put these out. Well, I kind of think it's too easy. But what I want is somebody to go around, see all the flowers. And I want you to pick out a pastel pellet. And what you do, you take the flower. Oh, these ones are all bundled together. Marlene is the most efficient person you might imagine. Okay. And what you do, what did it say, pastel? We'll use the white one. You go like that. And I want you to come back with that. Is there anybody willing to do that? Just walk around and pick out pastel colors. Shirley's going to do it. See, I knew that would work. I knew that would work.
But I'm confused by the start because I wouldn't call that pastel.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you calling that pastel?
No, I think it's probably too strong. Let's take that one out.
All right.
You're probably right.
All right. I'm going to go over here and steal out of the first part, right?
Yeah, anywhere you can go, Shirley, that's good. Okay, now the color wheel is important, and we'll talk about that, but I don't think that there's anybody here who would be willing to spend as much time as this takes to fill this one out. I've got 4 colors here. Whoops. I almost had 4 colors. I have 4 colors here. I have 3 colors. I have 4 colors again. Okay. Yellow, blue, green, and red. Just a little story. We had a neighbor friend, and the teachers were really concerned about this kid. Said, he paints everything black. And the parents said, that's kind of strange. They asked the child, who was really a young child, why everything was black. He didn't know the names of the other colors. So he couldn't ask. All he knew was black. But in terms of the colors, what are the 3 primary colors? And these, by the way, I didn't realize this. But when you buy pastels, they're pastels. So this is not red. This is
Fake.
okay. But we're pretending that's really red. We're pretending that's really green, and it's close. This blue is close to blue. And yellow. Which are the 3 primary colors?
Red, blue, and yellow.
Red, blue, and yellow. Okay, how many? Raise your paddles. How many think it's red, blue, and yellow? How many people think it's red, blue, and green? And then the only other combination is yellow, red, and green. You've ruled that one out, and almost everybody was right the first time. Okay, what I was going to have you do, someone,
I'll do it.
okay, color. There's a little bit of a hint here. So, the 1 dot is a primary color. 2 dots,
Secondary.
secondary. Guess what 3 dots is?
Tertiary.
Oh, what a genius group! Shirley, you're no better than the rest of them. And so the thing is that I'm going to have Terry do this.
Yeah.
Here you go, Terry.
Okay, and I'm using the pink as red.
Yeah, and you're using
Or
the
can
pink
I-
as red.
oh, okay.
No, don't use that.
Yeah. It's good. Yeah.
No, they don't smear good together.
Let me know when you find the blue flowers. I just went by.
Okay, so Glads are an excellent flower in terms of arranging with because they provide line. There's a natural distribution of weight from the top to the bottom, not only in color, but also size. So the bottom is larger than, you can hardly miss arranging glads. You put it in, okay, like we were saying, diagonal, vertical, horizontal, and you know, arrangements like this where you get arches, and so that glads are just an extremely versatile flower in terms of use. The only thing is they tend to be seasonal. Like glads are generally available only for part of the year, although we've gone to Florida and we've seen glads in Florida like late in the year. Okay, so the numbers. One thing about glads and arrangements and their use is that they have a extensive pellet, and the other thing, they have a natural distribution of weight, and they provide line. Color me, whatever. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I'm going to move these. I put these in here and I'm going to put them there. Okay. Okay, we're set to go again. And we got this color palette done. Yours is done? Unbelievable.
There you go.
Oh, look at that. Yay. Are you an artist? Are you another one of those people that's hiding in the bush?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, and the thing is, yeah, like I believe this is true, Terry. I'm not sure. There's a lady who shows at Millerville, and she draws with oil pastels and the most incredible pictures. Like a bumblebee, you'd swear it was coming off the...
Like three-dimensional.
Yeah. And not only that, red's red. So you must be able to get pastels that are, you know, more of the regular colors. And so that these colors, basically, this is a pastel color wheel. And in terms of what we have here, we have something, you know, rather special with pastels. Terry, you did a good job. You did a good job, Terry. Okay, now we've got a color wheel we can talk about. I'm going to bring the pail up. Oh! Someone said, that this was pretty solid color, and I agree. Okay. In terms of the color wheel, what does this do for you?
Ooh, pretty. Very vibrant. Jewel colors.
Yeah.
They're
Artists.
familiar.
Yeah, they're familiar colors.
Not contrast.
They share. They
Equal, like different hues.
yeah. They share this, and it's analogous colors where you get the ones that are close to each other in the color wheel, and usually you can go as 3. And so if I looked at these 3 colors here, these are analogous colors and would go really, really good together. Now this is hard because, again, these are pastels. The primary colors across from them are these here are complementary colors. And usually when you put those together, so if this isn't a beautiful red, as pink as it gets, across from it is green. So when you put complementary colors together, you generally get high contrast. High contrast. And sometimes what you do is you put this pink and then you put it with these 2 colors on either side, and that's called a split complementary. And again, those are colors that are can be, and then you end up with all different things, and I don't understand how they all work, to be honest. You get triads and tetrads, and where you get rectangles and squares and whatever, but it's really, really neat in that they help produce mood, like this here, and that's something we haven't talked about, is that not only do you sort of kind of have a visual, you see the color, but very often, you know, the Italian wedding, those colors are so vibrant, and it sets a mood. Now this one is, I really like because, you know, it's just relaxing. It looks right. You kind of, you know that it's right. Now this is kind of different because to me this is almost fluorescent. And by the way, this is all bee balm. Not all bee balm, it's Veronica and bee balm. So this, and yet that sort of goes too. Yeah, it goes, but I have to take away this, because this interferes. And every so often, you know, that'll happen. And the advantage of it, if you're doing a design, you put something together, you don't like it, change it if you can. And that's the thing. Very often you're limited. What about this? Let's put some of this in here. And I don't know what this is called. Does anyone know what this is called? Okay. Now if I take this away, those colors are complementary. Okay, so if I put these, I saw a little design I was looking up on the internet, and it was a Japanese flower arrangement done in a pepper. And it was a most amazing little arrangement, and it had colors like this in it. And you don't need a lot of it to be good. Okay,